Yeah, so as I mentioned, I'm Shannon with the Windermere Ambassadors. So there's two things that I was going to hit on in this. And one of them was our agreement that we have with the local governments, so Regional District of East Kootenay and District of Windermere. So the Lake Windermere Ambassadors started out of the Lake Windermere project in 2010, and then at the same time, the Lake Windermere Management Plan was being formed. And one of the items in the Lake Windermere Management Plan was to form a lake management committee. And so with everything that was happening at the time, it's a lot more complicated than I'm making it sound, but the Lake Windermere Ambassadors was a natural fit for who would take on the position of Lake Management Committee. And with that, went back and forth with the district, and they came to sort of an agreement that we would do 5-year fee of service. So we would act as the Lake Management Committee and fill certain duties. And in return, each year for those 5 years would get funding from both districts. So that makes, I think we get $18,000 a year in combination from the two. So it's kind of our baseline funding. And so we've re-signed that agreement twice, I think. Yeah. So we're in the middle of our second term right now. Yeah. So if you have more questions about that, you can ask me about it later, or say I gave a really detailed description of it last year at this meeting, and I think all that's online. You can look at it there, but we'll continue on. So this year, we, by we, I mean ambassadors before I joined the ambassadors. So I have done a lot of different projects, and I was just going to run through some of the bigger projects and just some lessons learned from them. So our community-based water quality monitoring and outreach program is one that we've run every year since we started. Was really the reason for the Lake Windermere Ambassadors, was to get baseline data on the lake and then understand what's happening and move from there. So we've been running that one for over 10 years now, including the Lake Windermere project. And during the season, we head out once a week on the lake and collect a whole variety of samples on different data, and then take that back and produce a report every year to see what it means. This year, we were able to get some funding to do a report on the water birds on Lake Windermere. So we got Rachel Darville with GoldenEye Ecological Services to conduct that for us, and we were able to find out that it's actually a really key habitat for water birds. There's 165 different species that use the lake, and 17 of those are at-risk species. And then just some additional sort of lessons within this year's water quality project. With the water bird funding, we also had funding to do to gather more information about fish species in Lake Windermere. And Thea and Rachel worked really hard with another gentleman, I forget his name right now, to put together sort of protocol on how to do that and get everything together. And he got a new job and moved away in the middle of that project, so it never came to completion. So yeah, it was just kind of a big learning curve that we put a lot of resources into, and we'll need to now take the information we have and find another way to make it happen. But on a happier note, we were able to run 4 half-day summer camps yeah, this past year, and they were really successful. And we're able to really connect what we're doing with the community, which is really our end goal, is to connect that back and forth. Take a quick look. So I'm just gonna skip a whole bunch, so don't worry about the slides. It's all pictures anyway. But this year we also implemented a water quantity monitoring project. So that was obtaining some flow loggers to put into the different creeks. I think it's one more past that. But we put one in Windermere Creek and one in Able Creek. And we have one more to install at the outflow. And so that's all fairly recent work that's been done, and we've been working with Bill on that to make sure we're getting it done properly and borrowing equipment and expertise. Yeah, we're excited to see sort of what comes of that, to just get a better understanding of the water quantity to go with the quality results that we've been getting for so long. Yeah.
Sorry, this is a weird question. Just wondering if you know about flow meters, what kind of flow meter it was.
What it is, it's a Hobo onset,
Okay.
U20 logger. I believe the price is $400. Do you know, Bill?
About 500.
500.
The plastic version, stainless steel, the capsule is a bit more expensive.
Okay.
I'd be happy to share more of our
I'll
information with you after.
more.
Yeah, that was the main points.